Speaking of talk, there's been a bit of talk coming out of the mouth of Deontay Wilder, as we know. And he hasn't. I just use that as a terrible segue. A terrible segue. Deontay Wilder is doubling down on fighting in mixed martial arts. I'll paraphrase this. He says, bollocks to it, I'll read out the whole thing. The thing is, I'm coming to the UFC family. I'm looking to cross over, do boxing and UFC. I'm serious about that. I'm getting a lot of calls. I can see myself doing both. Since boxing is not going to go as fast, whatever. He says, you have a UFC fight. I know you ain't going to worry about records. You ain't going to worry about managers or promotions or whatever. The best is going to fight the best because they're going to make sure they get what they want. Like he said, this ain't all about the records. It's about fighting the best. That's where I want to be at. I got several years left in me to do this. I just want to run it all out. I want to squeeze it all out until my time is up. I got a lot to deal with right now. I want to benefit from both worlds, being champion in both of them, boxing and MMA. Love that Deontay Wilder wants to test himself. Yeah. Love that a boxer actually, and we have seen it before once or twice, but love that a boxer wants to come over, certainly one with a high profile, certainly somebody that's in his prime with respect, unlike James Toney against Randy Couture back in the day, right? Yeah. This is different. Wilder's a top heavyweight. I understand that they say losses don't matter because that's the big thing. Oh, in boxing, you lose a fight, you're screwed. But in MMA, it's not like that. You want to win. Yeah, right? We don't like taking them either. and by the way, I think there's a misunderstanding there. In boxing, if you lose a fight, maybe 2 fights in a row, whatever, a lot of the time you'll never hear from these people. You know what I mean? They'll drop off, they'll take the money, and that's that, right? On the way up, if they did take a loss, then the promoters kind of forget about it because they go, right, you were never going to be that guy that I'm going to invest a ton of money in, that I'm going to put a lot of money into marketing you and all the rest of it. You're not going to be that guy. But in UFC, it's a little bit different. But yeah, you take a few losses, buddy, you're going to get your walking papers. Yeah. We don't like taking them as much as anybody else. The difference is we know we're taking those losses against the best guys in the world. And boxers, what happens is you take an early loss. You took a loss to a guy you were set up to beat anyways. Like the records are so padded for so long. Yeah. So that's part of it. Now, I get what he's saying. He was like, these guys aren't afraid to lose. And so I think I get the point he was trying to make, but, still it's a bit offensive. And I just don't know. Who's Deontay Wilder going to fight? Well, that's going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight at 205. He's not. He won't hang for even a second at heavyweight. I'm just going to look at the rankings right now off the top of my head. Well, number one, it ain't going to be Tom Aspinall or John Jones, right? We know that. Oh, by the way, Tom Aspinall's ranked number 1 in the heavyweight rankings according to ESPN. We'll get to that in a second. That's a good talking point. Right, let's forget about the top 10 because that's just nonsense. So from 10 to 15, it's Tybura, Derrick Lewis. Oh, God. Derrick Lewis, Deontay Wilder. Yeah. There it is. There it is. We just booked it. Oh, my God. Derrick's on a fat paycheck these days. They want him in big fights. Deontay Wilder, we know Dana has always been a fan of boxing. Yeah. You see Deontay Wilder often at the Apex and the UFC fights. So I'm sure there's been a lot of discussions happen. I'm sure he's not talking out of his ass. I'm sure this is definitely something that is in the works and there's been contractual negotiations and discussions. Yeah, Derrick Lewis might be too big for him. I don't know. He's like 215. He went up against Tyson Fury. He's like 215. Yeah, but he went up against Tyson Fury. Yeah, but they don't wrestle or grapple or push up against cages or throw flying knees or kick. You see the size of his legs. I'm just going to keep saying that to everything you say. I like Deontay Wilder, but sexiest man alive. He's got the legs of Chase Hooper. He does have the legs of Chase Hooper, and Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. But if he's going to fight at heavyweight, that's the one. That's the fight. That's the fight. Because that's got main event written all over it. That's got fight night, Saudi Arabia written all over it, or fight night in wherever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That is the one. Derrick Lewis, Deontay Wilder. I'll be honest, take my money right now. My God. Who else? So there's Derrick Lewis. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, not a bad shout. Yeah, it's bad at all. Not a bad shout. Who's after that? Yeah, Alexander Romanov. Romanov is a wrestler. Marcos Rogerio de Lima and Rodrigo Nascimento. Out of all of that, and there's another one. Where is it? Number 8, Tai Tuivasa. Ooh, that's a good one too. Title Vasa, Derrick Lewis.
Yes.
Rosenstruck. They're the three.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hell
me
yeah.
too. Me
Hell
too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm like, Deontay's talking out of his ass.
Yeah. Now we're like book it.
Contract.
Yeah, let's book it.
Hey, that would be good, though. That would be good. Yeah, as I said, ESPN MMA rankings, which, as we know, isn't the official MMA rankings, but, you know, is from a board of their journalists, Brett Okamoto being one of them. They have Tom Aspinall at 1 and John Jones at 2. They said, listen, if you compare their, I'm remembering, if you compare their careers, this is Brett Okamoto speaking, by the way, not me, just for you people. So don't take me out of context. And he's right in what he says. He says, number one, John Jones hasn't fought. He's fought once in the last 3 years. One fight at heavyweight against Cyril Gane. He said, when you compare Tom Aspinall's record, he's gone through everybody very easily, other than a 15-second loss to Curtis Blades by a leg injury. He said their resumes at heavyweight do not even come close to being comparable.
Agreed.
So therefore, we have Tom at 1 and Jones at 2.
Well, I think he's probably only got Jones at 2 because of what we know about John Jones previously. I mean, there might be arguments that you could put. I mean, I guess Cyril Gane's only loss is to Francis Ngannou and, you know, and John Jones. But putting him there, it seems to make sense with their resumes at heavyweight. You can't necessarily only just use John's credentials at 205.
How we doing, everybody? Now, the time has come. Michael Bisping's YouTube channel. Yes, I just spoke about myself in the third person. The Michael Bisping YouTube channel, your favorite YouTube channel, is now offering memberships. Now, listen, I'll still be doing the same things that I've been doing every single day for the last 6 months, providing daily content. But with a member, you can now enjoy exclusive content, and you can also enjoy exclusive live chats. And I just want to point out that the memberships, that is just for extras if you want to join. Now, there's 3 different levels of memberships, and each with its different perks. First of all, there's the contender level. That will give you exclusive Bisping badges next to your name in the comment sections and live chats. Next up, we have champion level. Everything that contender gets, plus exclusive live chats and exclusive videos. And then, of course, we got the Hall of Famer level. Everything that the contenders and the champions get, plus super exclusive Hall of Fame only live streams, a commercial-free experience, and personal shout-outs in videos. Listen, we've got some massive plans for this channel, and we would love your support. So please click the membership tab or click the link in the comment section down below.